Good morning to all of you. How are you? My name's Michelle and welcome to your Wednesday morning Pilates session. Yay! So if you move my bits out of your view, you don't want to see my iPad or my towel, do you? If you've done Pilates with me before, or if you've done Pilates generally before, it's a barefoot class, as you will know. Good morning. Hi Emma, how are you? Nice to see you. Hi Jazz, nice to see you. And if you've got a towel or a small pillow, you might want to grab that for some of the work as well. And if you've got a yoga mat, now is the time to grab it as well. Morning, nice to see you guys, nice to have you with me. Have some water as well handy today. I don't know if it's like it where you are, but here in Surrey it is super hot already, so I'm going to apologise in advance. I have actually left my dogs in the room today, which I don't usually do, but I've left the back doors open, so if you suddenly hear masses of barking, I've got two Labradors. It means they've seen either a squirrel or, I can't say the word because they will go mental, a CAT. So if you suddenly hear madness go on, that's what's happened basically. So just ignore them is all I'll say. Bless them. They have been trying to appear. I have classes in the morning as well from my own classes, and they have been trying to appear in my classes this morning. I've kind of barricaded the area off so that they can't get in. Otherwise they just come and sit on me for the whole class. So there you go. Morning guys, nice to have you with me. So if you're ready to go, we've got about 30 seconds before we're going to start. Grab yourself some water, grab a space. If you've got anything in particular I need to know about, let me know and I'll try and accommodate you with that. We've got a really nice strengthening, lengthening class today. We're going to do some work on mobility and also a little bit of strength work as well for you. So hopefully it's going to set you up for your Wednesday, especially if you've just done the 10 a.m. class. So hopefully you're going to feel nice and lengthened with that. Don't forget, you can also get involved with our online workouts by visiting everyoneactive.com/workout at home, and there's $9.99 package is still available on there, so go ahead and check that out. But I reckon it's time to start, so if you're ready to go, let's get to it. I can see a little Labrador head appearing as I speak, so I'm going to try and ignore them. Bless them. Okay, go ahead and sit nice and tall for me, would you? We're going to start off lengthening our legs away from us, so press your heels away and you're going to push your sit bones down into the floor. Let's think about our alignment as we start here. So you've got your legs shooting out away from you and your legs are not glued together, they're literally just hanging away from your hips. So you've got a nice long line from your hip bone all the way down through your knee, and it's in line with your middle toe there. So press nice and strongly for me through your legs. And then let's talk about the spine. Relax your shoulders back and down, and you're sitting nice and tall, so we're not going to roll forwards and also we're not going to lean back, but let your shoulder blades just melt down into your back and let your shoulders come from a hunched position, just releasing down. So you're lifting your heart nice and high for me. Okay, draw the belly button in. We're going to go ahead, inhale and extend your arms in front. So just reach your arms away from you. Well done. Now take a nice big breath in, lift up through your spine. Exhale and just open your arms wide, so you're reaching nice and wide. And I'll show you this front on as well so that you can see how my arms are. So I'm pressing through my heels. You're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, you're going to take a nice turn, twisting, opening to the side. But I want you to try and keep your hips facing to the front as you do that. Inhale, exhale, come back through center. Lift up through your spine. Inhale again, exhale, let's turn the other way. Good job. You can turn your head as well there. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands back through to center. Well done, stick with that. Exhale, let's turn the other way. Lift up right through your spine, nice job. Inhale, exhale, come through center. Just mobilizing that lower spine. Exhale, go all the way back to the other side. Nice work. Okay, bring both arms forwards for me. Relax your shoulders again. Inhale, you're going to bring your palm down and squeeze. So you're going to pull your elbow back, pulling your shoulder blade into the center of your back, but keep your chest nice and centered. Exhale, release back to center. Inhale, float the other arm back. And again, I'm going to show you this front ways on so you can see how that looks. You keep going with it for me. So you're going to pull one arm back, almost as if you're pulling a bow and arrow. That's it, extend, pull the arm back. Nice work. Stick with that for me. There's a couple of comments coming in. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, you're in the garden. Nice, Jazz. I'm glad you... Hey, I love it when you guys work out in the garden. It's so nice, isn't it? Pull back. So as if you're pulling a bow and arrow back. That's it. Just feel that lovely release right through your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, pull back. Well done. Okay, let's try a little combination. So relax your shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale, pull the arm back as if you're pulling that bow and arrow. Well done. Exhale, open the arm and sweep it forwards. Let's do the other one. Inhale, bend the elbow, sweep the arm back and sweep forwards. Let's do it again. Draw the arm back, sweep, and then sweep it forwards. Good. Other side, pull back, open, and sweep the arm forwards. So you're keeping your arms at shoulder height, reaching nice and long. Pull the belly button in as you're working. Keep the chest facing front. Let's do it again. You've got 4 more here. Pulling back, opening up, and then almost sweeping the arm back. That's it. Lift up nice and tall. Other arm. Open, sweep. Good job. Let's do a couple more here. Pull back, open, keep those hips squared. Last one, pull it back, open, and sweep back to center. Just release. Just come out of your shoulders a minute. Just release that. Good. You probably felt a little bit of shoulder work going on as well there, as well as feeling a really nice mobilization going on through your spine. Okay, for the next set, we're going to go ahead and lie down on our backs. So make sure you've got enough room, and if you want to grab your towel, now is the time to grab it, and you might want to just pop that underneath your head as you're working. So let's settle ourselves down here, lying down, and let's talk about our alignment just as we get set up. So just as you're getting yourself set up, let me talk you through your alignment. So you've got your head resting on the floor. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Let your chest be open. And let's think about, we're going to work our way down the body. So the spine is lengthening along the floor, but you're not pushing your lower back into the floor, and also you're not arching your back either. So you can't drive a bus underneath your back, but you can slide your hand there. So you have got just a little bit of room there to move. Your hips are nice and level, and you're going to take a very slight tilt up with your pubic bone, and that's going to help you get into that lovely neutral spine position there. Let's relax the shoulders away from the ears, and let's talk about the legs and the feet. So the legs are apart, your knees are apart, and your knees are lining up with your hip bone. And your knee is also lining up with your middle toe on your foot. Let's go ahead and inhale and float the front leg off the floor, just into a half tabletop, and then go ahead and do the same, lifting the other leg. We're going to open the arms wide. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. So what you want to avoid here is bringing the knees in, so that, can you see that I've lifted my tailbone off the floor? So you want to avoid that, but also in the same breath, avoid taking the legs away, because then again, I can drive that bus underneath my back in the floor, and we don't want any buses driving underneath us, not on a Wednesday. Okay, let's lie down, relax your shoulders. Take a nice big breath in for me. Exhale, float the front leg and just tap it down towards the floor. Just going to get mobilized here. So you're literally hinging from your hip, tapping down and then lifting that leg up. And the legs are starting and finishing in that tabletop position. So remember, you've got the knees over the hips. Exhale, let the leg float. Nice job. Inhale, exhale, float down. We rise, reset. So let the shoulders just be relaxed, so we're not hunched up through the shoulders, and you're going to do 8 here. So we're going to get into a little flow, and if you want to, start to move. If you've been doing this for a while, you can start to move with a little bit more speed throughout each move. But if that doesn't feel good for you, stay centered and change direction. So you can come center, stop, and then extend the other leg. So go with what works for you. Relax everything, tap down. This should be your last one, I reckon. Nice job. Just take a moment, bring the knees in, just give yourself a little hug. Okay, so the next position we're going to come into, we're going to have our knees glued together. So if you can imagine, you've got super glue and you've applied it to the inside of your legs and on the inside of your knees, and you're going to glue your knees and your legs together for me. But we're still in that position of having the knees over the hips. Go ahead and let your arms rest by your side. Leaving your legs glued, you're going to take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, drop both of your knees towards knee. Now you'll notice I'm not bringing the knees all the way down to the floor. And I'm going to show you why when I change direction, come all the way through center. As I drop the knees away, can you see that my shoulders are staying on the floor? But if I bring my knees all the way down, I've lifted my shoulder off. So we want to avoid that. So you want to get to a point where you're dropping your knees, but you've still got your shoulders on the floor. Inhale, come all the way through center. Okay, let's try that again. Inhale, exhale, drop to knee. Inhale, exhale, lift to center. Nice, let's do it again. Inhale, exhale, drop the legs away. Perfect. Rise again. Draw the legs up. Nice job. So you're dropping the knees away towards me and then back up to center. Well done. Let's do a few more here. Drop away. Good work. Bring the leg back up. Good. 4 more and we're done. So you're really beginning to challenge those oblique muscles, the muscles that run at the side of your main abdominal cavity. Drop to the back. Inhale. Exhale. Come all the way through center. 2 more. Opening nice and flat to the floor. Well done. Lifting back up. Next one's your last one. Well done. And bring everything back to center and just take a little release there. Just go ahead and roll around. Well done. We're going to roll ourselves up and come into a little stretch from here. So roll yourself over, facing any direction you want to. We're coming into all fours. We're going to come to a cat stretch. So shoulders are over your wrists, knees are apart, toenails down on the floor. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, scoop your belly in and take a really big arch right through your back. So you're drawing into a really big cat stretch there. And then exhale, press the hips away down to the floor and you're pushing your sit bones away from you. That's it. Let's do it again. Inhale, draw up. Chin comes down towards the chest. And then exhale, press away into cat to cow. So we're pushing away. There's your cow pose. Good. I never know why this is called cow pose. Maybe you're supposed to moo when you do it. I don't really know. Cat makes sense, but cow, I never did quite understand that. Press away. Good job. Let's do it again. Inhale, draw up. Nice. And release. Press your hands into the floor. Let's do 2 more here. Rise, draw the belly in. Good. Let go. Spread your fingers. And we'll do 1 more here and then you're done with this exercise. Pull up. Nice work. Okay, let's release. Good job. Okay, come on down for me. How are we doing? Are you good? Yes? Perfect. Okay, we're going to roll over and come onto our side for the next position. So we're going to come into that lovely clam. So I like to lie with my head resting on my arm, but if you want to grab a towel or a pillow and pop it underneath you, feel free to do so. So you're lying on your side and you're going to use the back of your mat to line you up so you're in one nice long line. Go ahead and bring your legs forwards so that your knees are in line with your hip bones. Your top arm rests on the floor in front of you and that's just going to give you some support. And you've glued your feet together here. I want you to lift up from the floor so you've got a nice even spread of weight going on there and also so that your hips are stacked over each other. Inhale, you're going to lift that top leg away from the lower leg and then release it back down. Good. Let's try that again. So you're squeezing, keeping the feet together and then releasing the leg down. Nice job. Let's try again. Rise, draw the leg up. Good. And release it. We're going to do 1 more and we're going to add on to this because we've done this exercise before. So rise, lift the leg and then extend that leg towards me. So you're flexing your foot. Good. So press the sole of your foot towards me. You're going to lift your leg up and down. Inhale. Exhale, lift the leg up and down. Flexing your foot, making sure you're keeping your hips stacked over each other, resting along your arm and taking a nice big breath as you work. Let's go again. Inhale, lift the leg high and then release it down. So you're not lifting that leg any higher than kind of your, not even coming up to shoulder height there. You just lift Press the foot to me and lower down. Good. And you're going to feel that on the outside of the top of the thigh and in your glutes as well. You are welcome. Stay right there. Keep lifting up and release it down. Nice work. Let's go again. Rise, press the heel. Good. 4 more here. Well done. Lift up, lower down. So as you're pressing the sole of your foot away, you're probably feeling quite a lot of tension going on there. So do take a breather if you need to. Good job. Do me 2 more. And the next one's your last one. Morning, Richard. How are you? Hi, James. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you. And release it down. Just take a breather right there. Have a little shake out. Give yourself a little pat. Release everything out. Okay, let's go ahead and turn to the other side. So roll yourself over. If you want to grab your towel, do so. But you're going to rest along your arm again for me. So lying nice and long, right along your mat. Use the mat for length. Head is resting on the arm. And then go ahead and draw your knees in so they're at 90 degrees. Top arm rests on the floor in front of you and your hips are level with each other. How are we doing? Are you good, by the way? Are you still with me? Cool. Okay, let's come to clam. Open that top leg. Lift it. So as you're lifting this leg, make the move small enough so that you're not rolling back as you open that leg. You want to keep the hips stacked over each other. So that will make the move smaller. Good work. Do it again. Opening and closing the leg. 4 more here and we're going to add that extension. Good job. Release it. 2 to go. Well done. Next one's going to be your last one. Lifting up and then squeeze down against gravity and then go ahead and float that leg forwards with a flexed foot. So you're pressing the sole of your foot towards the screen. So you're pushing it towards me. Okay, nice job. Let's lift the leg. We lift and squeeze down. Lift a little and squeeze down. So you're going to start to feel that almost immediately right down the outside of that leg and also working into your glutes. So I want you to make the move really controlled so that you're flexing your foot, but don't lift the leg any higher than kind of almost really your hips, to be honest with you. So you're not opening and overextending and then you're working and rolling onto your back. So keep that really controlled. Because if you start to lift that leg too high, again, we start to roll back there. I know I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. Lift up and lower down. Good work. Stay there for me. Press and release. Nice job. So as you're bringing that leg down, squeeze against gravity. Good. How are we doing? All good? Perfect. Lift up. Release down. Nice work. Lifting and releasing. You've got 4 more here. Press it up. Good job. Release down. Good. Last 3. Let's do 2 more here. Well done. Press through your heel. And the next one's your last one. Ouchie, ouchie. My biscuits are burning. Release. Have a little pat. Good job. Let's roll ourselves up. How are we doing? Okay? Okay, we're going to stretch that out quickly. Go ahead and come to a seated twist. So bring your left leg on the floor. I don't know why I didn't wear my hair up today. I do apologise. Bring your right leg up and over and push your sit bones down into the floor. So you're sitting nice and tall. If this doesn't feel good for you, go ahead and extend that left leg out along the floor. So we're going to stretch out right down the outside of that leg. So take a hold of your foot, lengthen your leg, and you're going to bring your right hand down onto the floor, lift up out of your spine and just begin to draw that leg across the center of your body. And you should feel a lovely stretch right down the outside of your leg, which is your IT band, and also the back of your leg as well. So hopefully you can feel that. Press across, lift up out of your spine, stay there. Good work. Just breathe and release it. Let's come down, changing sides. Bring that right leg down onto the floor. Left leg lifts up and crosses over. Sit bones pressed into the mat. And again, if you want to, go ahead and extend that right leg in front of you. Push your sit bones down. And then bring your right hand to your left leg. Extend the leg away. Press back into that hand and bring the leg across the body. And again, you're going to feel that right down the outside of your leg there on your IT band, right from the top all the way on the outside and also the back of the leg. Just hold it there, relax, breathe, don't hold your breath. Nice job, release it, come on down. Okay, let's move on. We're going to come into a plank position for the next set of exercises. So I'm going to show you the option on your hands and also options on your elbows as well. So if you don't feel happy being up on your hands in a plank, I will give you an option to come down onto your elbows. So let's get set up here. Come over for me and you're going to rest. Let's begin with knees down so that we get our position sorted first of all. Your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Spread your fingers, and here's a nice tip for you to use. If you press the heel of your hand down through the floor, it helps you push away from the floor as you're working. So try that and see how that works for you and let me know. So the knees are apart because the knees are in line with the hips. And we're going to go ahead and take a nice big breath in. And again, we're coming into that neutral spine position. So we're not arching and we're not rolling into a cat stretch. We're just nice and centered. So your hips are level with each other. Go ahead, inhale, take one leg back. And then go ahead and take the other leg back. So you're in a high plank position. Let's stay here just for a moment. Okay, inhale, draw front leg in between your elbows and then push the leg back into plank. Let's try it again. Inhale, exhale, draw the leg in. Inhale, push through the leg back. If this feels too much for you, your option is to be on your knees and you can still work drawing one knee in and returning it back, but you're just bringing the leg back down with the bent knee. And if it doesn't feel good for you resting up high on your hands, exactly the same thing. You're going to draw, coming down onto your elbows, draw one knee in and push out long. But in total, we're going to do 10 of these knee pulls. So get going, let's start. Here we go. So press strongly away from the floor. Eye gaze looks down. Pull the leg in, right between the elbows, press back. Good work. So if you need to, you take a break whenever you want to. Good job. Let's stay here, keep going for me. You're probably about halfway through by now. Keep drawing forwards. Well done. Knee comes in, press out. Push all the way back. Good job. Let's do 2 more. Or did I make you do 12? If I made you do 12, I'm really sorry. Last one. Sit yourself back. Big toes together. Knees are open. Extend your arms overhead and just relax your forehead down towards the floor. Reach your fingers and stay right there for me. So you're lengthening all the way along your mat. Just relax your shoulders. Nice job. Okay, let's release. Come back onto all fours for me. And again, you're going to stay here, but this time we're going to stay on all fours. Press your hands down into the mat. Knees are apart again. Knees are underneath your hips. Toenails down towards the floor. Inhale, you're going to float front leg away and tap it backwards. Good. And then float the leg back in. Let's do the same on the other side. Lengthen the leg away as if you're pointing your toe backwards. Perfect. So you can stay here, but if you'd like to make this more challenging, as you extend the front leg, try reaching with the back arm. So you're really long. That's it. Bring it back in. Let's go again. Inhale. Lengthen. Reach right the way through the spine as if someone's pulling on your fingers and toes. Let it go. Lengthen again. Inhale. Reach right through your fingers. Thumb is up. Good work. Bring it back through to center. Nice job. Let's lengthen again. Reach right through. Well done. Couple more here. You're going to lengthen and reach right through your fingers. Long and strong. Good work. Last one. Reach away for me. Good work. Just release. Come out of your wrists just a moment. How was that? Okay? All good? We're going to repeat that, and this time we're going to add a little bit of rotation. So as you lengthen, instead of just going north and south, we're going to open to 45 degrees. So let's try that and see how that gets on. So resetting up for me. Inhale, lengthen, front leg, back arm. Hold right there. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, open to 45 degrees. Come back through center and release. Change sides. Inhale, extend long. Nice big breath again. Push away from the floor. Exhale, open to 45 degrees. Release back through center and let it come down. Good. So you're going to do 4 more of those for me. You'll notice by adding that little rotation, just challenges your balance a little bit more, and you'll notice all of your muscles, all of your core muscles are engaging to keep you really steady and to stop you from rocking over. If that opening and closing feels too much for you, take a break from it, don't do it, and you can just work with extending one north and one south. And additionally, if you're starting to feel tired, instead of lengthening and lifting off the floor, you can leave that leg floating down towards the floor and just reach your arm. So try that option if you feel like you've had enough. Next one's probably your last one on each side. Opening up, come back to center and release. Let's do the last one here. Nice and long, lengthen away. Good work. Open up. Perfect. Draw your belly button in, your hips stay level. And release. Nice job. Come on out of your wrists for me. Just relax it down. Good work. We're going to come to a nice stretch. So go ahead for me and lie down on your backs. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. If you want to grab a towel, feel free to do so and pop it underneath your head. Settle yourself in. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, so from here we're going to inhale, lift the front leg up overhead, bring the hands behind the thigh, and just very gently draw that leg in towards us. Just going to stretch out the legs today because we did that really strong work at the beginning by flexing the foot there. So let's also stretch out the inside of the leg as well. So the leg that you've got a hold of, you're going to hold on the outside and just allow that leg to fall towards the screen. Hold right there. Let the other arm just open and try to keep your supporting leg still in line with your hip. So you feel a really nice stretch there, right down the inside of your thigh. Bring the leg up through center and let's just release that. Change legs. Float the other leg high, pressing the heel to the ceiling, hands behind the thigh or the calf. Draw the leg in towards you, relax your shoulders. Stay right there. So you should be feeling this in the back of your leg, in your hamstrings. And if you're as tight in your hamstrings as I am, you feel like you want to get a pair of scissors and just cut behind your knees. This is heaven but hell, if you know what I mean. Hold on to that leg and then open it the other direction. So I'm pushing my leg to the back and I've managed to hit my sofa, which is good. Open your arm and just look away there. Good work. Let's draw the knees in. Give yourself a hug. Roll the knees around in one direction. Well done. Okay, now flex your feet, bend your knees, bring your hands onto the soles of your feet. And you're going to draw your knees so that they're wider than your chest. So you're drawing your knees towards your armpits. Press your feet to your hands to your feet, and then push your tailbone down towards the floor so that we're not lifted up. Just hold right there. And I want you to be able to feel the stretch in the back of your legs here. So just hold, breathe and release. Nice and easy. This is called happy baby pose. Stay right there. And then draw your knees in. Good job. Just rotate the legs round in one direction. And then when you're ready, change direction. Draw the knees round. Bring the knees into the chest. Drop both knees towards me and open your arms. Look away from your legs and feel that lovely stretch right through your abdominals and also in your lower back as well. Stay right there. Breathe. Come in through center. And change direction. Drop the knees to the other direction. Open your arms and again just lengthen there. Reaching through your fingers. Good. Stay there. Just breathe. Well done. Knees float back up to center. Roll yourself back up and let's have a seat facing front in a comfortable position. So I'm going to sit with just sitting in a cross-legged position here. Sitting up nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. Let's release the tension from around our shoulders. So bring your chin down to your chest. Feel that length right down the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Pull your tummy in and just breathe deeply into your belly. Breathing in and let the breath go. Inhale again, lift up. And let the breath release. Then slowly lift your head. Bring your left arm over onto your right thigh, your right hand onto the floor. Lift up out of your spine and just revolve. Take a twist, and that should feel really nice on your lower back. Stay there. Lift up from your spine. Come all the way through center, and let's reverse that. So bring the right arm across, press down, lift up out of your spine, and again just revolve. Well done. Come through center, relax. Good job. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you next time for more Pilates. Bye for now.